Increasing in intensity over the course of the past several hours. You can see Helene right now moving its way through parts of the Caribbean, eventually into the Gulf of Mexico. It's going to brush briefly across the Yucatan Peninsula before it starts to move towards Florida. But you can see the cloud cover here as it started to form more of that counterclockwise circulation, very evident of those tropical systems. Now, in terms of the track, again, we've been tracking this since last night, and it's still on path to make its way into portions of Florida overnight Thursday into early Friday. Winds are expected to intensify to a Category 3 strength at 113 miles per hour as it moves into those very warm, rich Gulf of Mexico waters that will feed that storm as it moves more towards the Sunshine State. Here we've got hurricane warnings in effect right through the Florida Panhandle, almost into the Tampa area. Here's a look at the spaghetti models. Now, this is just taking all the weather models and combining them. Where is it potentially going to hit? And it's still on track to move just off to the east of Panama City, more towards the Tallahassee area, and just up to the north of Tampa. But again, this is a little early in the game, so we'll track it, but a lot of rain expected, especially on the right quadrant of that storm, where 4 to 6 inches is possible right along the coast, up to 8 inches where it makes landfall. Back to our weather impact headlines. Midweek relief coming our way. A break for the air conditioner before the heat returns. So our temperature benchmarks, we hit 100 today. It looks like for downtown Sacramento, we're past that average last day of 100s. Our latest 100-degree record is October 10th. Last time we saw 100 degrees, it was August 28th. Right now in the Big Mountain backyard, we are in the 100s for Sacramento, Stockton, and Modesto. Marysville just shy of that at 99, with Tahoe reporting 77 degrees. Tomorrow we get that break. We pick up those southwest winds. We'll start the day off at 60. We'll see highs generally in the 80s tomorrow, and most of the day will be in the 70s and 80s. Beautiful to get some outdoor activity done after kind of having to battle through some very late season heat here. We get the break midweek on Wednesday, but the heat comes back, and I'm going to show you why it's making a return to the forecast. It's under a ridge of high pressure that only temporarily gives us a break moving off to the east. Here it comes right back towards the west coast. So by Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, looks like those 90s are back with us. Highs for tomorrow in the 70s for the Sierra, with 80s to near 90 for the foothills. Again, a great break from this heat. Across the coast, highs are in the 60s. Once we head inland, we're in the 70s and 80s. Such a significant drop from those 100s today into the 80s for tomorrow. Moving on to the 5-day regional forecast, we're back in the 80s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for the mountains. For the foothills, we're back in the 90s, and then we'll see 70s to near 80 by Friday for much of the coast. Our 3-day forecast tomorrow, 80s, and then we're starting to head into those 90s again into the weekend. But for the middle of next week, we see that stretch of 80s, but we're not quite done with the heat yet.
Right, looking a little toasty for the pumpkin patches.
Yes, that is true.
Something to keep in mind. Maybe some short sleeves.
Well, there you go.
Okay, stick with us. We're back after this.
Hi, I'm Alex Bell. Join me weeknights at 6:30 on To The Point. Instead of just reporting on the problems, we cut through the noise and look for solutions. We're not afraid to investigate local stories. We're not afraid to include different perspectives. We're not afraid to hold those in power accountable. This is your community, and it's my community too, and we're here to make it better for everyone. Join me, Alex Bell, on To The Point, weeknights at 6:30, only on ABC 10.
California weather is a land of extremes.
From dangerous heat, droughts, and wildfire,
to severe storms, flooding, and mountains of snow.
Plus, the occasional tornado.
Keeping you prepared takes a team.
We have decades of experience forecasting this diverse region.
Our job doesn't stop at the forecast.
We investigate what's happening to our climate so you can be ready.
Helping you prepare for today and stay safe tomorrow. With a weather team you can trust, only on ABC 10.